Hello, fourth grade. For everyone there is for the English language, that would be a full-length feature film, and it would not be very entertaining. So instead, I'm going to focus on 3 rules that may be new to you. Let's start with historical events and documents. So capitalization rules for historical events and documents. Historical events and documents get capitalized. So if I were to tell you that my grandparents lived during the Great Depression, I would capitalize Great and Depression, capital G, capital D. And of course, my is capitalized because it is the first word in the sentence. Grandparents is not capitalized because it's just the generic common noun. My grandparents lived during the capital G Great Depression, capital D. Now, we're also going to talk about documents. Of course, I didn't want to leave out good old Abe Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. And right now, look at this, he's holding a copy of the Gettysburg Address. So my sentence is, President Lincoln is holding a copy of the Gettysburg Address. Capital G for Gettysburg, capital A for address because it is the name of a historical document. And of course the L in Lincoln is capitalized because it's the proper noun. See you next time. Okay, next. Titles of books, stories, and essays. And you all are 4th graders, so you know, of course, that books get capitalized, but I wanted to emphasize that stories and essays are also capitalized. So if I give you the sentence, my favorite novel is East of Eden. My, of course, is capitalized because it's the beginning of a sentence. East, capital E. Eden, capital E. The of gets a little O because it's one of those little tiny words that does not get capitalized even in titles. And I've written over here on the side of, to, a, an, and. These are also examples of little words that do not get capitalized in titles. So this is the name of a book. Here's a sentence with a story. Story, Hansel and Gretel, capital H, capital G. And then I wanted to show you essays. All of us have been working on expository essays, and the titles of those essays are capitalized. My essay is titled, I Want to Be an Astronaut. Capital I, capital W, capital B, capital A, little 2, little an, because again, that's from that list of tiny words that does not take capital letters. Okay, remember, if I'm going too fast, you can always pause, take your notes, and then play again when you're ready. The third rule that I want you to know about is languages, races, and nationalities. So if I were to tell you about my good friend Haley, she lives in France, but she's from the United States. She speaks 2 languages. Haley fluently speaks English with a capital E and French with a capital F. Languages are capitalized. I'm going to turn the page and show you the notes for races. Our school is wonderfully diverse with races that include Hispanic, capital H, African American, capital A, Caucasian, capital C, and Asian, capital A. The names of races are capitalized. In addition, we capitalize nationalities. My family is represented by nationalities that include Irish, German, and English. All of those receive capital letters. Okay, so in a quick review, we covered capitalization rules for historical events and documents, titles of books, stories, and essays, languages, races, and nationalities. As always, if you have questions, please let me know. You can talk with me or Mrs. Turner. We are happy to help you. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.